Hello and welcome to the Integrated Media Center. I'm your host, Drake Greenstein, here to catch you up with all the latest going on within the Geneva Athletics. So, to start things off, let's go to the football team, who won its third straight game on Saturday at St. Vincent, defeating the Bearcats in convincing fashion, 48-10. It's the biggest Geneva victory since 2013. Offensively, the Golden Tornadoes had a very balanced attack, as 4 different players rushed for at least 65 yards, led by junior Frankie Centofanti, who rushed for 82 yards and 1 touchdown. Sophomore Peyton Shell scored twice, once on a rush and once on a reception. Defensively, freshman O'Neal Cotton intercepted 2 passes as the Geneva defense forced 4 Bearcat turnovers. For his efforts, Cotton was named the PAC Football Rookie of the Week. Sophomore kicker Daniel Nordas also had another impressive week, including kicking a 49-yard field goal that tied for the 3rd longest in school history. Geneva is back in action this week as the Golden Tornadoes travel to Bethany for a 4 p.m. kickoff. Geneva will also be looking for its 4th straight win, which would be its longest winning streak since 2009. The men's soccer team opened up PAC play last Saturday with a 3-1 victory over Teal College. Senior Jake Broadwick scored 2 first-half goals to lead the Golden Tornadoes, while sophomore Reed McCreary also scored for Geneva. For his performance, Broadwick was named the PAC Men's Soccer Play of the Week, as well as the Geneva Men's Student Athlete of the Week. You can check out his interview that's already up on the Geneva Athletics website. This Saturday, the Golden Tornadoes travel to PAC preseason favorite Grove City for an important early conference match with the Wolverines, beginning at 7 p.m. As for the women's soccer team, they also opened up conference play on Saturday against Teal, and the women's also secured their first conference victory of the season, 3-2. Senior Erica Sumner and junior Aaron Hauser scored first-half goals, then shortly after, Teal tied the match at 2-2 in the second half. Freshman Olivia Minconi scored from 25 yards out in what proved to be the game winner. For her performance, Minconi was named the PAC Women's Soccer Rookie of the Week. The women will be back in action tonight when they play their final non-conference match of the season against Oberlin at 7 p.m. on Reeves Field. Geneva will then return to PAC play with a match at Grove City on Saturday, starting at 4:30 p.m. The women's golf team finished up the fall portion of its schedule this week with the 2-day Fall PAC Championship in Vienna, Ohio. The first-year Golden Tornadoes finished 7th overall at the tournament, with freshman Callie Grimplin leading the team as she has an all-year score with 225 over 36 holes. For her performance, Callie is the Women's Geneva Student Athlete of the Week. Check out her interview on the Geneva Athletics website later this week. The women's tennis team won both of its matches over the past week. The Golden Tornadoes pulled out a dramatic 5-4 victory at Teal on Saturday, with the match coming down to the final singles match played by Geneva's senior Becca Locke. After winning the first set, Locke dropped the second set, pushing the match into a third set tiebreaker, which went to extended points before Locke finally prevailed 14-12. Geneva then followed that up with a convincing 8-1 victory over La Roche on Tuesday night. The Golden Tornadoes finish up their regular season with a home match against Bethany next Wednesday, October 16th, beginning at 6 p.m. at Black Hawk Courts. If Geneva defeats the Bison, the Golden Tornadoes stand a good chance of opening the PAC playoffs at home on Tuesday, October 22nd. The women's volleyball team dropped a tough 5-set match against a very strong John Carroll squad last Wednesday. After winning the first 2 sets, Geneva was unable to finish off the match by winning a third set, and the loss broke Geneva's 8-match winning streak. Junior Daphne Hunsinger finished with another triple-double, her 5th of the season, which is second in all of the NCAA Division III. Senior Casey Costal also played well again, finishing with 18 kills, one off of her career high. The women have a huge week coming up, starting with a home match against Bethany, starting at 7 p.m., followed by a home try match on Saturday against Teal and Westminster, starting at 11 a.m. Westminster, the preseason PAC favorite, is currently also undefeated in the PAC like Geneva, while Bethany has also picked was also picked to finish ahead of Geneva in the preseason PAC polls. And finally, both the men's and women's cross-country teams were off this past week, with both returning to action next Saturday, October 19th, when the teams travel to take part in the Oberlin Invitational starting at 10:30 a.m. Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm your host, Drake Greenstein, and as always, storm on.